So we're gonna murder Chasero cigar.
We are coming.
Really
back.
excited about that.
3, 2, 1,
And we're back.
and we're back. And we're talking
It's like magic.
Cigars 101, the parts of a cigar.
The parts of a cigar.
So every cigar has essentially the same parts. 1 part tobacco, and that's it.
Yes.
I mean, cigars that we really want to smoke, only tobacco,
Yes.
right? But on the outside, what you're going to see are there are 2 elements to the construction of the cigar on the outside. It's very important for you newbies to know. You have the wrapper, which is going to make its way, and they wrap up, and it's a beautiful part on the outside. But then it goes to these perpendicular lines up here. This is called the cap. And I had a couple newbies in today, and what I had mentioned to them is this perpendicular cap line. What it's going to do is the wrapper actually stops right here. So if you ever cut on the south side, now this you can't see well, but there will be perpendicular lines. But if you cut on the south side of this, it's going to unravel very much like the photo that I had up previously. Make sure to cut up on the shoulder. Those are the external pieces.
Nip the cap. So not only do you have this beautiful wrapper, in this case this cigar is a Mexican puro. When you hear a cigar that's referred to as a puro, that means that all of the tobacco in the cigar is from that particular country of origin, in this case Mexico. And now we're going to apply the scalpel, and we're going to cut into this cigar. And let's just right in the guts right now.
Looks like you're flaying a walleye.
Oh, I wish I was flaying a walleye.
Okay, so there are 3 parts of the cigar: wrapper, binder, filler. Wrapper, as you're talking about, or as you're showing, wrapper, you get about 50% of your flavor from the wrapper.
Right.
Virtually no strength comes from the wrapper. And
I want to try to pull just the wrapper off.
And the question is, why is that? Why wouldn't you get strength out of the wrapper itself?
There's no heavy concentration of oil in that wrapper. Well, there is concentration of oil in the wrapper, but not enough of it to impact things.
But importantly, exactly, it's not enough of the makeup of the cigar itself. The wrapper is just a wrapper leaf. It is a single leaf, and you'll see as Pops takes this off, it's a very, very small portion of the cigar itself.
Yeah, I'm trying to take it off without destroying it, but it looks like I'm going to destroy it. Let me just get to this. The problem is I'm pulling the binder with this. This particular binder is very interesting because this company actually has a winery, and a lot of their tobacco is grown where they grow their grapes for their winery. But what's interesting with this particular cigar is they take like a roller, like a bread roller, and a rolling pin, and they wrap it with a cloth material and soak it in wine. And then they lay the binder out and roll that wine into that.
That's awesome, but it's not helping us. We're on a 5-minute segment here. We've already eaten up 2.5.
So that's it. That little bit of wrapper is 40 to 50% of the flavor, and I actually caught some binder in it.
So it is a very small bit of it. That's why you don't want to look at the strength of the cigar based on the wrapper, because it's so minimal. I mean, just think the overall weight of that is
nothing.
A fraction.
It's
way less
nothing.
than 10%.
Nothing.
Right? And meanwhile, you get to the second leaf of the cigar
Look how
itself.
good that binder comes off.
I mean, this is something else. This is what we call a premium cigar because everything is nice, long leaf, beautiful put together. This is basically the wrapper's ugly cousin. And what this is doing is it is providing combustion, so it burns evenly and slowly and stays lit throughout the entire smoking experience, but it also provides almost no flavor generally and gives you a good backbone and a good structure.
Right. Now, there are some binders that are used that will give you a little bit of flavor. Cameroon, they'll do that from time to time. So this one here, this is actually has a double binder on it, so that's going to control the combustion. Some cigars will actually use a double binder. When they do that, that cigar will typically give you a very long ash. It'll hold the ash longer, and it will also burn very, very slow. Great for golf courses and stuff like that. It's going to be really, really nice. So this you can kind of pick up the texture on that particular cigar. You can kind of see this is all filler, but you'll notice it's long leaf filler. There's a cigar that Drew Estates does that is called the Factory Smokes. So they're cheap as hell, but if you want to go see what they would call short leaf filler, go get one of those and cut it open. And it is a absolute garbage bag.
Usually when we murder a cigar, it's usually a garbage bag. And as I'm seeing the quality of this, I'm kind of upset that we murdered a cigar that is of this quality, because all of the tobacco leaves we're pulling out are long leaf.
All long leaf.
And that is a very good sign. That means all of them are going to be consistent because they're rolling, utilizing consistent measures. Just picture if you're trying to make the same cigar thousands of times, if you're taking a little bit of shake here, a little shake there, and you throw it in, it's tough for consistency. But if you grab one leaf, it's easy to make the same cigar over and over again. And that is really what makes it human.
So here's a leaf right here, but the way that they did it, like almost like a xylophone effect to it. So they actually took this particular leaf, and the way that this was put together was almost like in a Z fold, that they wrapped that, and then we're putting the rest of the filler inside of that cigar to create that blend.
I knew I liked Chasero. I knew they were good cigars.
Look, guys, this is the first time we've cut one of these open, and I'm extremely impressed.
If you cut your cigars and you find this shaggy, just bunch of crap in there, not a good sign. Or it's something that if you paid very, very little for a cigar, it's something that you can expect. What are we talking about next?
I don't know, but I'm having fun with this.
I know, I feel
the
so bad about
construction of this cigar is spectacular.
If you have questions, feel free. We're going to kick over to Cut, Light, and Smoke now. If you have questions, ask them now, and we will get them in the intro. Okay?